Hello once again folks, and you are very welcome along to another video from Gundog and Fly. Tá míle fáilte roiríist. Agus sé nuamh lá le fádraigh, or lá náisiúnta. Today is Patrick's Day, St. Patrick's Day, and it's a national holiday here in Ireland. And coincidentally, it's the same day that opens the fishing season here locally. So I was kind of chomping at the bit. I never attend St. Patrick's Day parades or anything like that. No interest, I just want to go fishing. So I headed out and I had a look at my local river shore. My preferred place to fish given the option, but regrettably it wasn't to be. We've had a deluge of rain here for the last 10 days or so. So the river is completely out of condition, raging flood. Now there's possibly some fishing on it way up in the headwaters, but it'll be at least a week or maybe 10 days before my local stretch of the shore here will be fishable. That's assuming we don't get any more rain. So with that out of condition river, I had no option but to head elsewhere. So I checked out a couple of small rivers and they were in similar condition. They were raging floods basically, and then on my third go I was lucky enough, I came on a little river I know fairly well, and it was fishable, difficult, running high, bit tint of colour in it, but it was manageable, I'll put it to you that way. And I had a modicum of success, as you'll see in the following video. Today is the opening day of the fishing season, 17th of March 23. This is the river shore. Very big flood, so no one's going to be fishing this river anytime soon. So what I'm going to do is, more in hope than in anticipation, I'm going to head for one of the smaller rivers. So I don't believe that's going to make a whole lot of difference either. Right, I've arrived at this little river here. It's running very high, but it's running clear, so I might give this a few casts and see how it goes. So stay with me. Now, first entry into the water this season, and basically what I've done is I've just put on a single upstream nymph is what I'm going to fish, in the hope that the fish are some bit active here. One of the more important things to do now is to grease my line, so I'm going to do that while I'm talking to you. Just give it a quick run of grease, keep it floating high. This can be a great little river early in the season for an early hatch. Haven't seen any flies as yet, but there's always the possibility of an early hatch. Now the little upstream nymph may do the trick in the meantime. So first few casts. Ooh, not usually this deep here. So anyway, here we go. First cast of the season. Oh, we got a fish. I think it was the third cast of the season. And I got this lovely little trout. You're very welcome, fella. Great to see you after so long. There he is. Lovely. That's a good start. Promising. I can tell I'm a little rusty. After so long away from the river, my casting is nothing short of brutal. Very splashy. Going to take me a while to get back in the swing of things. Wouldn't I love to see a trout rise? Not beyond the realms of possibility. It's not running exactly clear, as you can see. It's quite, there's a bit of stain in the water. It's about waist deep here, which probably means this little single nymph may not be getting down deep enough for to get a lot of action, but it shallows out as I'll move up along, and that should improve the chances. What I might do is chance a dry fly once I get up to the shallower water, see if I bring one up. Oh, look at that olive. Little olive just hatched off. I don't know whether it can be seen on the camera. Just here. First olive I've seen. That's again very promising. Large dark olive, LDO. I think I might have hit the... There's another olive hatching. Lovely. Little sprinkle coming off. Oh, caught up in a tree. Right. That's going to mess things up for a while. Had to break it. Get back to you shortly. Hey, back in action again. Lost my nymph in that tree there. So what I've decided to do, because I've seen a couple of olives hatching off. Now, I know probably it's in vain, but I'm going to just try casting it. There's another olive hatching off. So fish may well be looking up, so I'm going to just cast a little dry fly along here. I haven't seen any fish rising, but seen a few flies hatching off, which kind of gladdens the heart. Fishing blind, I suppose you might call it. Oh yes! Hey, brilliant. First fish on the dry fly this year. Small fish, but again very welcome. Lovely to see him come up and take the dry. Hey fella. Beautiful. That's what rings my bell. Bring a fish up when there's none rising, isn't that great? There must be another one here. It's quite a flow here. The wading is difficult enough, and plenty of rocks here as well. Now I've just landed in a tree again. Oh no. Right, I'm going to rescue my fly and then I'll get back to you. Rescued my fly. Oh yes, the magic of the dry fly. Oh yeah, how nice is that? Beautiful. Here you go, boy. Wild brown trout and a dry fly doesn't get any better in my view. Now for those of you who are new to fly fishing, just to point a couple of things out to you. Where are fish going to be? This is the early part of the year, the early part of the season. Where are they going to be at? Well, what we have right here is a very fast flow of water, and just outside it here is a little bit slacker. The fish are most likely to be in the slacker water because there's less pressure on them there, and they're more at ease, if you like. When it gets later into the season, they'll in fact move out into that more streamy water because the river will be deoxygenated to a degree, so they'll seek the oxygenated water. But this time of the year there's plenty of oxygen in the water, and these are where they're likely to be. So that's the best place to concentrate your efforts, the little slacks beside the faster water. Now, change of plan. Well, not really change of plan, just I'm going to use a different tactic here. I'm just going to fish 2 small wet flies down the water I fished up by. So I fished it up with a nymph and dry fly, hit it here and there. So now I'm just going to do the same thing with 2 small wet flies on the way back down. See how that goes. I think I may have arrived at the river here a little bit late because there was a few olives hatching when I got here, and they stopped completely now, which probably means that there was maybe a better hatch earlier in the day. I arrived here at around, I don't know, maybe 1 o'clock, but I think maybe a bit earlier there could have been a hatch and I probably missed it, but tomorrow's another day. Yes. Oh, I got off. The old style wet fly still works. Just check that both my flies are there. They are. Yes, seems that the wet fly might be the answer. That's 2 in very quick succession. Oop. There, fella. Yes, here we go. Well, it's a lot of wet fly. He seemed to like it. Oh boy. Love fly fishing. Hairi so sun story more to the he Askel a sagas lig me shanti Tabodel le macchia per stjärta manianti Esta sola kommer jag till to mig fadinien Yes. Excellent. And again, I think it's the olive. No, it's the point fly this time. Come up here, fella. Which is little orange bodied sort of, I don't know, orange bodied sort of olive effort. Oh, I just missed one there as I walked up. I got up on this hill here and one took and I pulled it out of his mouth. So that was my opening day, folks. Given that conditions weren't perfect, it's quite good really. Trout on nymphs, trout on dries, trout on wet flies. Couldn't ask for any better. Great to see a couple of trout coming up taking the dry fly in particular. So that's it, folks. That's my opening day over. I'm heading out again tomorrow hopefully, and I'll bring the camera, do a little bit of recording, so hope you'll join me for that as well. In the meantime, click the like button, and if you're not already a subscriber, consider subscribing. And if you really like my channel and would like to support it, there's a link in the description to my Patreon page where any bit of support would be much appreciated. So sin sin, be mé chaint ríslib an céad ó riile, bígí sláin agus bígí ag iascracht. Slán tamó.